this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action now. Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Minnesota. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. Steps away. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Andre Roberts now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They can't go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On the ground with a tight end. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On second down now, it's Kelly, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try the sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cousins to throw it. To Jefferson on the slant. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Short yardage, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake, Cousins. Rolling to his left. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the 50, here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Justin Jones there on the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Cousins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to call for that.
And a 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert on first down now. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have taken the lead. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Longer now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory, and
move on to the next series.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Cousins. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Cousins to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ochillinuwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Running on first down, Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's complete. It's Cook. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second down and 3. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heat for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One last shot now for Cousins. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. Let's see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.